Are you afraid of being criticized when we speak English? Are you afraid of criticism when you want to go after some great job and go for an interview, that you worry that you might not nail it? So let's talk about criticism, because it is something that all of us are scared of. All of us are trying to run away from, but it's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You see, criticism, or the idea of being criticized or judged, is one of these things that stops you in your tracks. It's one of these things that doesn't allow you to go after your dreams. It doesn't allow you to practice English with somebody else. It doesn't allow you to get what you want. Because if you are worried that you're going to be criticized, if you are worried that somebody is going to judge you, you play it very, very safe. And you don't take attempts to get what it is that you want. But is criticism really real? Does it really affect us? I would say not really. From the experience that I have from working with you for so many years so far, I noticed that the worrying about the criticism is much more scary and much more harmful to you than criticism as such. Most of us think that when we are speaking to somebody, somebody's going to judge us somehow. Somebody's going to pinpoint all of our little mistakes, all of our pronunciation mistakes, all of our grammar mistakes. That they're going to notice that we're doing something wrong, or maybe they might even comment on that. But in reality, it hardly ever happens. In reality, most of us are our worst critics. So if you think about it, how often do you actually get criticized while you're having a conversation in English? How often you are actually going to hear something that you don't want to hear during a job interview? Most of the time it doesn't happen. Most of the time it's just our fear of being criticized that doesn't allow us to go for this interview or doesn't allow us to speak. Most of us are our own real critics. We are the ones who look at ourselves and judge the way we speak, judge what it is that we can present, worry that we are not good enough. It's not other people. And at the same time, you need to realize that people who judge might not be the people that you would like to take advice from. And this is the advice I would give to you, because that's how I look at criticism. If anybody criticizes what you do or how you do it, always ask yourself a question. First of all, is this a person that you would take advice from? Are they an expert in this field? Do they really have anything to say, or you would really listen to their advice, to what they have to share? And second of all, ask yourself a question whether whatever information that you received had any merit. Because if it does, it's only good for you. Whenever I hear criticism, and I hear a lot of it, but I would always ask myself a question: is this person criticizing me because they just want to criticize me and they've got nothing better to do? Or does this person have some merit and I better listen to this? If they do, I take this advice on because it is a plus to me. I can get better through that criticism. Then I don't call it criticism, I call it advice. And this is something that I would like you to notice as well. There are people who criticize because they like criticizing. So there's not much there to listen to. There's no merit to it. They are not an expert. You wouldn't take advice from them. But there are also people who achieved something in their life, who recognize the struggles that you are going through as a learner of a language or somebody who's trying to develop themselves. And they are not going to come to you and just outright criticize you. They would possibly suggest that you could do something better, which would be more of an advice and not a critical thought that somebody just feels that they can share for the sake of them feeling better for themselves, I guess. So with criticism, remember always this one thing. You are your own biggest critic. Put this critic aside and take action. Because if you keep on criticizing yourself, or you keep on expecting somebody else to criticize you, or somebody's criticizing you or giving you advice somewhere, and you quit taking action, you stop doing things, it means that you are not improving. It means that you are actually stuck in a place that you don't want to be. And I know that you want to develop, and I know that you want to learn English. That's why you are here. So leave the critics aside. Focus on what you can do better today, what you can improve today, how you can take action today, what it is that you can change today, what it is that you can practice today. And keep on going every single day. And one day, very, very soon, you're going to look back and you're going to notice that those who criticized you are still criticizing, but they are not moving forward. While you taking on a good advice and leaving aside or just not noticing or ignoring bad criticism, you took action, and therefore you are in a completely new place. Guys, had I listened to all the criticism when I started, had I worried about it so much, I would have not taken any of these actions. You wouldn't have watched any of those films. I wouldn't have created all of these programs. I wouldn't have traveled anywhere, right, doing my work, because I would be too scared to take action. So take action, guys. Focus on what you can do and leave the critics alone. See you soon, guys. Good luck. Bye.